going to show you how to make a sand ball today, and then we're going to carve it into a fish. I'm telling you, it's nothing but sand and water. That's all it takes, because water makes sand hard. It makes it like a brick until all the water is gone. So, right there. So the first thing is you need wet sand. This is a bucket of just wet sand and water. I'm going to show you how to make a sand ball today, and then we're going to carve it into a fish. Because to carve something with sharp details, it's got to be pretty hard, right? So here we go. Wet sand, dry sand, mix them together. And this is adding pressure, and it's melding them together. You need to do this for a few minutes, keep shaking it around. No squeezing. It just on itself. You see how it's flipping around? And then once it gets to a shape you like, it could be a round ball, it could be an oblong fish, start adding some more dry sand, it'll firm itself up. You can do this with nothing at the beach. You just go out, pick up a handful of sand and bring it to some dry sand, then you've got wet sand. And wet sand is something that you can carve into. Are you ready? All right. First thing is I'm going to add a little more dry sand to get it to stabilize. That dry sand will suck the water right out of it, especially if you move it around a little bit. It'll make it a little bit harder. Then I'm going to take a paintbrush. I'm just going to smooth off some of the extra areas. See how I smooth off? This is the most challenging part. Can you see a fish yet? Look at it. Can you see?
Oh, yeah.
You can see a fish in there, can't you? I can see a fish in there. Every fish is different, right? No two fish are the same. So I'm going to grab a sharp tool. Now, real sculptors take palette knives. You can use these for painting. This is a painting knife. But you know what we do with it? We sharpen the edges so you can cut into the sand and not make a crack. So I'm going to look here. I see a fish eye right here. I see a fish eye coming in right here. I see a fish fin, and he's going to come at an angle, right? Right here. And I'm seeing a fish tail come in right here. See how I kind of mark out my areas? I want to make sure and leave some sand in those areas so I can get my details. But it's still real wet. I'm adding a little dryness here, and then I'm going to start taking away. Make a deep cut.
Dorsal fin.
The fin. And take away the sand. It's hard to add sand, but it's real easy to take it away. Now I take away sand from underneath it. Notice I start at the top. Work my way down, because sand will fall down. All right, stand at the top, work my way down. There you go. There's a fin. I'm going to make him a little round. I'm going to come towards the front and his eye. I'll make his eye rounder, but at first I just want to get the eye popping out, because he's going to be a little cartoony. He's going to have a bulging eyes so that you can actually see his eyes.
And fish do have bulging eyes.
Yeah. So, now I've got a place.
One thing you want to do is exaggerate the features of what you're building so people can see it from a distance and know what it is.
Can you see the fish now? Yeah, you see the fish now, right? Right? I'm going to give him a little round up here, and then I'm going to give him a little dorsal fin up at the top. Because fishes have these little fins at the top, right? And I'm going to round this up. Ooh, I almost forgot the dude's tail. His fin's going to stop here, so I'll have room for his tail. Tails are flat. His tail's going to come in and flare out a little bit. And I'm going to cut him in. Cut him at an angle so I have a little rounded fish belly right there. And a little tail. Look at you. I'm doing the same thing to the other side. You can't see me. I'm only going to carve one side for you today for time. I'm going to come and cut in here, ever so slightly take a V out so I can have two fins coming out. Yeah. You get a lot of messiness going on, all you got to do is blow. Anybody know somebody with hot air? straw.
Does that make him a blowfish?
It would make him a blowfish if he was rounder. I would start with a rounder guy and make it. We have some blowfish. We did all those fish over there in the masters area. They have some logos for the sponsors, and Andrew and I worked on about 40 fish. There you go. Now I'm going to take this brush, and I don't like to see those tool marks unless it's a fish that's been cut up a little bit. See how you just dust it away? Just dust it away. The last thing is I'm going to take a little pointy sharp tool. I like this guy right here, so I can give him an eye. He needs an eyeball. He needs just a little eyeball right here. And I'm going to give him a little mouth. His little mouth is going to be going, what? What? When you want something to stand out, don't be afraid to go deep, y'all. Don't be afraid to go deep on that. It makes people see it. All right. If I want to get really, really good, I'm going to give him some stripes in here, give his fin some look. Give his little tail a little separation, because he needs a smaller tail than the rest of him. Now he's got a little tail happening. Got a little tail wag going on. There you go. And a little texture makes him look a little better. Yeah. All right, y'all, that's speed sculpting.
Good. Wow, very nice.